Change yourself today. November 27, 2012. This is a repost of one of the earliest public channel from the High Council of Orion leading up to December 21, 2012, talking about ascension and the need for us to make changes on ourselves. Part of our ascension topic this week. Greetings, dear ones. We are the High Council of Orion. Once again we welcome this time of being together and sharing messages that will assist you in your path in this accelerated time on your planet. For we are here to be of service, guide, impart knowledge, and wisdom, to ease the flow along your way. For it is the soul's journey that you are on, not just an earthly journey. There's much talk about ascension. What it is. What it will be on a planetary level, on an environmental level, on the level of all your organizations and structures, and additionally for each of the individuals on the planet. Those individuals are humans, animals, plants, insects, and so much more. As many of you are aware, this ascension process has never been done in this way, so there are many unknowns. Then when you add in the beautiful gift of free will, you add to the unknown factor. For each individual lives in that free will zone and always has an opportunity to make another choice, and that other choice can be what would be termed good or bad. A choice could be made more from a human perspective and a choice can be made from a more soul-level perspective. It is hard to see a clear path when this ascension process is being guided within the free will zone. Yet there are some certainties around this. And the certainties involve you, and only you. For those of you who are feeling skeptical, not even sure if this is real, we want to talk to you as well today. What we say to you is, what if there was a huge transition happening on the planet? You can call it ascension, you could call it whatever you want, it doesn't matter. But what if there was this opportunity to really move in a new direction as an entire being on this planet, so that life is lived from a different place, from a place that many would say is a fantasy? But if you can imagine it, it is possible. What if you're at this historic moment when all could shift to a place that more closely approximates what you would consider utopia? Where the strife and the struggle, the animosity, the stress is relieved. What you do if your life was lived without stress? What would you do if you knew that your needs were being met and those around you respected you and always held you in the highest regard? What would you do if you held yourself in the highest regard? How would your life look different? What we are asking you now is, instead of worrying about is it ascension and what is it, am I going to be hurt by an earthquake or tsunami or natural disaster, are the trucks going to stop bringing food and will water cease to exist? What we ask you to do is pay attention to yourself, for that's the only place where you have any potency in making any changes on the planet. What are the things that you've been putting off? What are the things that you're saying you'll do? When? I'll start meditating and connecting, when my kids go off to school. I'll pay more attention to the foods I eat, when I'm not so busy at work. We could go on and on with a list, but you understand. What we ask you to do is seize this moment. For there is great energy and support of change and transformation on those levels that will uplift you. We ask you to do what you need to do to take care of yourself right now. Do you have issues in your life that are holding you back? Are you hanging on to resentments and angers? Are there woundings that you've had from your past that you haven't let go of? Family members and friends who you're not speaking with? Are you walking around with a body that's not feeling as great as it could, and you've been putting off those changes to allow yourself to feel better? What we're asking you to do right now is start paying attention to yourself. The world is going to change based on the vibratory rate of each individual on it. So what better place to pour your energy than into yourself, rather than worrying about what changes need, in your mind, to be happening elsewhere in the world? If only they did this, then things would be better. This is the time to look within and uplift yourself. Take a walk in nature if you feel guided to do so. Take up meditation if you'd like to do that. If you've always been wanting to read this series of uplifting books, do so now. Get the support in your life to release and heal those old wounds. Maybe you can do it on your own. Maybe you need to reach out to others who've been trained. But instead of waiting for something from without to shift and make your world better, we ask that you start shifting it now. And as you do in this now, you get to experience a greater level of self-empowerment, confidence, joy, love, respect for yourself. As you feel that for yourself, you look on the world with different eyes. You see those positive things happening around you. You see the self-empowerment in the people around you. You see the joy. You see the love. You start witnessing it in the news you watch, the things you're excited about on the internet. You applaud those around you who are vibrating the same way you are. You inspire the people around you because you've paid attention to yourself. You're uplifting yourself from your greatest place of change and transformation. As you pay attention to yourself and move to that place that you've always wanted to be, that you keep putting off, and you see the positive changes that come out as a result of it, you shift your vibration on the planet. Please don't underestimate the impact of that. The ripple out effect of you making that commitment to yourself to be the best that you can be. Forgive the slogan. Again, now is the time to seize the opportunity. Your air is ripe with potential and possibility. There's never been a greater time to support wholesale changes in your life. You do those changes one thing at a time, one place you feel resonant to do so. You do so with love and flow and ease, not adding more stress by saying, "Oh my gosh, I have to change now." Lovingly look at yourself and say, "What do I want to do now?" I have great support in being that person, in healing those wounds, healing the relationships, bringing those energetically fragmented pieces of you back to you in the here and now, so you are more complete, whole, and able to offer the most you can to the planet at this time. We bless each one of you with the light and love from the star system Orion. Be blessed. We are the High Council of Orion. Channeled by Holly Hawkins Marwood. Transcribed by Paul Marwood. www.akashahealingstudio.com